Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this pan color people was saying doing this exactly what was done before to this black man. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip because I am just so I'm just gonna roll the clip. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's get into it.
This is 53-year-old Frank Tyson. And on April the 18th in Canton, Ohio, he was involved in a car accident that he walked away from. What he did not walk away from alive was his encounter with the responding police officers. Body cam footage has just been released in connection with the death of Frank Tyson. I'm about to show you some of it. It is disturbing, and I can only show you some of it because of TikTok.
The guy who did this, he's in the VFW. He ran in there.
He ran in where?
Right now, yeah, and his car's right there.
The man.
First things first, let's understand that Frank Tyson had just been involved in an accident where his car had ran into a light post. He did not run into the American Veterans Bar across the street. He stumbled. What you hear from a disoriented Frank Tyson as he struggles with police, he says, "They are trying to kill me." And it seems like that was prophecy.
Video shows an officer placing his knee on or near Tyson's neck as he was on his stomach.
Stop fighting! I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't. Get on my neck.
You're fine. Yep, good.
Shut the off.
5 minutes after Tyson stopped speaking, officers realized he was unresponsive.
Can you calm down?
Yeah, he might be out.
Breathing? Did you have a pulse? I didn't feel one.
Can you tell medics to step it up? It was not responsive.
Yes, you heard those words correctly. Frank Tyson said, "I cannot breathe," as an officer had his knee on his neck. Now, after the officers who initially told Frank to shut the fuck up discovered that he was non-responsive, they proceeded to perform CPR and administer Narcan. Before the paramedics showed up, Frank was pronounced dead at the hospital less than 1 hour later. Did I also mention that Frank was unarmed, or did you already know that?
So before 53-year-old Frank Tyson was killed by Canton, Ohio police last week, he had been released on April 6th from the Ohio prison system. Apparently, according to news reports, he spent over 24 years in Ohio's prison system. And as somebody that has a lot of experience litigating prison conditions and representing people in prisons and jails, I can tell you that those 24 years were really, really hard. Ohio's prison system is pretty notorious for being overcrowded and violent, much like many prison systems in the United States, especially here in the Deep South. And I can only imagine the trauma inflicted on Frank Tyson by the prison system, which could go to explaining the possibility of his erratic behavior. He allegedly crashed his car into a pole or into a tree and then walked into the bar. It's not normal behavior, but I'm sure that there's incredible trauma and mental health explanations for his behavior which really heightens the importance and requires police to respond more judiciously and not immediately use force to arrest somebody for essentially was a traffic accident. If you want to learn more, go to our website, fairfightinitiative.org. So almost 4 years ago to the day of George Floyd's infamous murder by Minneapolis police, where he cried out, "I can't breathe," when police had their neck, Derek Chauvin, now in prison, Chauvin had his knee on Floyd's neck, and strangled him, couldn't breathe. And George Floyd said, "I can't breathe." There's now another black man dead in Canton, Ohio. On April 18th, Frank Tyson allegedly crashed his car, single car accident, and walked to a nearby bar. The police walked in and arrested him and did the exact same thing that police did to George Floyd. They laid him on his face on the ground, handcuffed him, and had his neck constricted by a cop's knee. He died, and then the incredible thing about this is so it only took 40 seconds or so. The video shows 40 seconds of the cops, struggling with him and then strangling him by putting a knee on Mr. Tyson's neck. But then they let him sit there for almost 6 minutes and do nothing to try to save his life. He's unresponsive that whole time. The cops are making jokes, and now they're on paid administrative leave. Think about that for a minute. You do something wrong, somebody dies because of your job, and they say, "Oh, just go home and sit around for a while, and we'll pay you while we investigate." That is what life is like in the United States when there is law enforcement violence and even murder. Happens over 1,000 times a year. We need police reform now, and I encourage you to go to our website, fairfightinitiative.org, for more information.
Yesterday, I posted a video about Frank Tyson, a man who was unalived by police in Ohio, and it got 11 views. Is it because I compared the period in policing that we're in now to an escalation period of a serial unaliver? Perchance, but I do believe that. I do think we are seeing an escalation period from the police in terms of violence and brutality that we've never seen before. And the reason I call it that escalation period is because it does mirror what serial unalivers do, right? Because at some point in every career criminal who is a serial unaliver, they get to a point where they think they're untouchable, and they keep doing it more and more and more and more and more and more. And then they get caught. And usually one of two things happen. One, they either go and sit and rot in prison and think about the families and the lives that they've taken and everything that they've ruined for the rest of their life. The second one is that the state puts them to unalive. Okay? When police do it, the majority of the time, sometimes they do get convicted, but not often. The majority of the time we're getting administrative leave, 2-week suspension without pay, moving precincts. And then what happens? Usually after the family realizes that they're not going to get any sort of criminal recourse for this, they do a civil suit and they sue the city. That money does not come from the police themselves. We're paying for that. So on top of these inflated budgets that we give them, right? NYPD gets $6 billion every year. On top of cop cities, which we're saying are going to be anywhere between 50 and 100 million, and there's 47 of them. On top of all of that, we now have to contend with the fact that these men and women are unaliving at least 3 people a day in the United States. Across the country. That is on average. So, we gotta find a solution. We have to put a stop to the escalation period, and the way we do that is by holding them accountable. Maybe it is that the funds come out of the joint retirement fund for the group. I don't know. Maybe it's that they have to get insurance, private insurance, and if they pew someone, their insurance rates go up. I don't know what it is, but we have to hammer home that we're done. We're not doing this anymore. If not for the people who get killed by them every year, maybe the money will tug on your heartstrings. I don't
Seriously, lovelies, to what end will these people continue to, do this to black people. To what end? Like, this actually reminds me of the time of George Floyd. The time, I think, is about 4 years now, and this is actually repeating itself. It's actually repeating itself, and it's just something that will just keep on happening and happening, and nothing will be done about that. I can remember the time of George Floyd, where this man was just healed, and the knees was placed on his head, while he keep on saying, "I can't breathe," while he keep on begging, he keep on asking for mercy, he keep on, until when he is no longer able to, respond, and that was it. That was his end. There are a lot of arguments, comments. A lot of people has so many things to say about it. A lot of people with their own different perspectives about why and how. People even judged him. People talked about that he had something before. This is just a normal thing, that I have taken something, or I don't know what they were like trying to cover up on everything. And before you know it, his case was actually dismissed and all of that. And now, this man also still remind me of a video that I posted, I think it was sometime last year, where this particular man has been convicted, like wrongfully convicted, and he spent most years in the prison or something. And after, when the sisters and brothers decided to do everything possible for them to prove him innocent, and later on he was actually proven innocent and was released, and he was about to be compensated when he decided to maybe travel to somewhere to go see his family. On his way going there, he was stopped by a cop. That's actually trended sometime ended last year. So he was confronted with the body cam and all of that. He was confronted by that he was speeding, he was fast speeding and all of that. He was like, "I am not, I have a place, I have to rush to do something." But before you know it, the arguments, they're already using something on him, trying to keep him calm, trying to, before you know it, the same thing happened to this man that was wrongly convicted and later freed after spending so many years behind bars. But he was supposed to be compensated, but ended up, being, for simple as, he was overspeeding. And now we are still having the same thing. In 2024, George Floyd happened again. He's still saying, "I can't breathe." Like, I do not even understand. Is it that they don't believe you if you're telling them that you can't breathe? Or is it that they don't want to understand that somebody needs help? Like, what would you gain from harming your fellow? What will you gain from that? What will you gain from that? The other day, I was just, going through my For You, and I still see something like this. I still see something like this. But his own was actually, because people were there, people were like, "He has done nothing." People was like, "He has done nothing." I could not, bring myself to, like, why is it that even with the way we are trying to speak out, advocate, and they are going to look for one way or the other to continue doing what they feel that they enjoy doing. Seriously. Seriously. I even posted a video here. That's about, I think it's about a month back. This dude was just driving with either his fiancée, girlfriend, or wife, and he was pulled over. He came out from his car, and these people, who I'm already talking about, decide that he looks exactly like someone they are looking for. Meanwhile, he has nothing close to that person that they are looking for. As far as you have this, you are wearing a particular skin color, you are just the same way the other person I'm looking for looks like. He was like, I am not the person you're looking for. He decided to come out. He was all cool. The girlfriend came out. They were all, searching everywhere the way they do. They were searching everywhere. He was still calm. The girlfriend was still telling him just to be calm. The best thing that will happen to any black person should be a camera, a phone, a companion, a friend. Anywhere you're going to, make sure you have people around you. Like, seriously. So they started harassing this person. They already handcuffed him already. You've not convicted this person. You're already handcuffing this person. Yeah. When I had to ask him questions, his ID or whatsoever, they found out that he is still not the person. Instead of them to actually leave him to go on his way, they decided that they still want to look for something. They still want to search for things. Like, how? This person is not the person you are looking for, and you still want to continue searching this person. Try to make sure that you pin this person down with something. Like, why? Like, seriously, why? Until when the girlfriend decided to remove her phone and start capturing everything. She started recording. She was at the background. You've not seen anything on him. Why not let him go? What they were like, what job are you doing? This person is actually innocent. The time you're wasting on this innocent person, you could have used that time to actually get the person that you are looking for. But no, they want to continue doing their job, harassing someone that is innocent. To what end? To what end? To what end? The other day I still posted a video about people like this again. She was also seen planting something. She was seen planting something. Then getting to the court, she was now saying, I have no idea. I have no idea. Until the body camera and all of that was shown. Like, what is all this? What is all this? They should just go ahead and celebrate. They should go ahead and celebrate. Like, seriously, lovelies. When I saw this, it's actually like, this remind me of George Floyd. And things like this, they will want to surprise it. They will want it to go out there. They will want it to get out there. I'm even surprised that there are a lot of people stitching this video. I know a lot of people stitching it. Seriously. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please share this video. Do not support, forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. And if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload